Here's this secret mod of Attack on Titan. With new titans, family systems, rankings, and lots more. It starts here. Hey dude, with DMT, if you press space twice, you do a kind of dash that recharges and you can use it over and over again. This gives an incredible speed when using this equipment. Starting with the titans, I'll be testing Armin's Colossal Titan, which is absolutely really big. Wow, look at the size of the Colossal Titan from the army. And his appearance is completely different from the Colossal one. Look at his face, how it is. Now, the most important thing, Armin's Colossal skills. If I use the primary attack, he'll throw the first punch. Oh, he has a certain combo. I have to use his attack 3 times in a row because then on the third attack, he finishes with a punch straight to the ground. And then on the third attack, just pow, cool. In his first skill, he lets out a smoke roar around his body that pushes away anyone nearby. Can this ability be disabled? No, you can't disable it, and it seems like it uses a lot of stamina. Look at the bar going down. His second skill is his kick, which is really strong. I wonder if this kick can break the wall. Look over there. He's gonna hit the shot straight at the wall and broke a good part of it. So his kick is really quite strong. There's the third skill, which is V, but nothing happens when you use it. But with the fourth skill, he gives his roar, but instead of smoke, there's that smoke with flames around his body. Look at the mess he makes around him with that power. This mod has 3 new variations of the Attack Titan. And this is variation number 2. He looks really cool with that big hair and beard. Can he also harden his body? Let's take the hardening potion and see if this Titan's abilities are released. Let's activate hardening with the key 6. All made the noise that hardened but does not appear in the hands of the Titan must be because he is a variation. He can step on the ground and break everything. He also knows how to punch. He can also defend himself just like the Attack Titan. But looking at his abilities, he doesn't have any extra skills. However, his appearance is really cool. In my opinion, the best one is the Colossal Eren. Let me activate the number 3 variation of the Attack Titan, and from what I noticed, they don't explode during the transformation. None of the versions exploded. Oh, that's Eren Kruger. Let's see if he can also use hardening. Let's take the little potion. Well, it looks like my body is already stiff, and we're going to try to activate it. He managed to activate it. It made a noise, but it doesn't show visually yet. It looks like he has the same powers. He can kick the ground, punch, and defend himself just like Eren. But punching, grabbing the holder, and using skill number 9 also don't work. It should be added in the update. But we still have the variation of the Attack Titan number 4. Let me turn into her to find out what she is like. Oops, this one is a bit different from the first one. The eye of this Attack Titan is completely red. Of the 4 Attack Titans, this is the best of all. Look at his appearance and now the powers. Does anything change? The hardening is already activated. From what I'm seeing, we can activate it on his body. He can't use the punch. He punches, defends himself, and stomps on the ground too, but the other abilities don't work with him. Do you think it's very fast? Oh, it runs really quickly. It's just like the Attack Titan. It's the same speed. There is also a variation of the Beast Titan in the mod, which is basically a Minotaur. Look how cool, and it also doesn't explode when transforming. Unlike the wild creature that is the monkey, this beast is somewhat like a Minotaur. It just seems like he has the same powers as the Attack Titan. Can he harden himself too? Let's take the little potion to see if it works. I drank the potion. Yeah, he can use the same powers that the Attack Titan uses. It looks like the Attack Titan, but that's because the mod is still new. With updates, it should become quite different from what it is now. I can also transform into the Cart Titan, and this is a new Titan that doesn't exist in the original mold. The great thing about Tankarosa is that besides being extremely fast, look at his speed. He jumps really high like a frog, but he also has 2 abilities unique to him. The first one is the bite, and don't be fooled because this bite deals quite a lot of damage. And he can also carry a kind of cart on his back. This cart is used to play with other players. For example, if I leave the cart's body, I can store things inside here. Look, you see, it's like a chest stored on your back. Now here's the question. Can he cling to the wall to climb it? Let's jump. He can do it. He doesn't hang on. No, he can jump over it. He kind of grabs onto onto it with his hands and then jumps higher to get over the wall. Wow, he jumps really high, dude. One really cool ability of the Cart Titan is that it can regenerate its health very quickly when it's in battle. Next, we have the power of one of the Founding Titans. Let's place the first Founding Titan because there are two in this mod. He also doesn't explode when transforming. Look, this Founding Titan is quite similar to the Attack Titan, except that his hair is completely white and his entire eyes are purple. He has the same powers as the Attack Titan, but as you could see, he can blind his enemies in battle for a few seconds, which is perfect to activate hardening. Did I activate the hardening and take damage? Oh, it explodes! Wow, can he use the powers of the Colossal and the Attack Titan at the same time? If he presses the C key, he can kick with V. He covers his neck, and with X, he stomps and uses the powers of the Attack Titan and the power of the Colossal Titan at the same time. While he stomped on the ground, he also used that smoke that the Colossal one has. Dude, that's really overpowered. So his shield is a colossal ability. Can it break walls? It can't really break walls. And with the number 5, he can create smoke with flames like the Colossal one does around his body. The first Founding Titan is much stronger than I had imagined. Let's see if he has more abilities. With the 6, he can activate hardening, but it makes him blind and creates an explosion around his body. And then number 7, number 8, and number 9 don't have any skills. Oh, there is... Look, with number 8, it also creates the explosion of the Colossal around the body. Let's say the Founder is a combination of various powers in a single Titan. And he also has a variation, the Founder Titan 2. I'm going to transform into it now to see what the powers are like. Wow, the Founding Titan 2 is much bigger. Look at how big it is. It is 10 times the size of the first Colossal Titan. See the size difference. And the best part is that it's not slow like the Colossal Titan. It's really fast. Let's check out the skills. If it presses X, it stomps the ground and causes a huge explosion. Using skill C, he can kick. I will test if the kick of this giant can also break the wall. He's so big, he can barely get past the trees. Oh, let's do the test. He is going to kick the wall and it doesn't break. Is it just me or is he much bigger than the Colossal Titan? We can do the test. I just need to summon the Colossal on my side. And from far away, you can get an idea. The Colossal looks like a child next to the Founder because of how big it is. Let's see the powers. With the letter V, he can protect the neck. Wow, he can protect the neck too. With skill number 4, he combines that Colossal shout with the flames around his body. There's still the Ogre Titan, and I want to see what powers this Titan has. His transformation, as incredible as it may seem, causes a really big explosion in the world. Look at the destruction it caused, and this Ogre Titan is very different from the others. I can control it. It seems really fast. He is faster than the Attack Titan. He has unique powers, you know. He can kick the ground. With C, he hits the ground with a hammer. His V. Can he protect his neck? Number 4 punches the person nearby. And then the other skills don't work. But I didn't even imagine that the Titan Ogre was so strong. Does he even have a lot of skill? The good thing is that his appearance is different from the other Titans. It's good because it adds more variety to the mod. He also crouches. Look, if I press shift, he literally kneels on the floor. That's because you haven't seen Aaron's Colossal and the new Warhammer Titan. The mod also adds a fear system for when we get close to the Titans. See how the screen starts shaking? To stop being afraid of the Titans, you basically need to defeat them. The more Titans you defeat, the less your screen shakes. The cool thing is that by pressing the M key, you can get information about everything about this mod. The family, your bloodline, the number of Titans you've taken down, even the rank. Since I've killed 0 Titans, my screen shakes a lot. But then if I defeat 5 Titans, my screen starts shaking less. Then if I defeat 10, my screen barely shakes and it's only getting better. The more Titans you defeat, the less fear you have. With 20 Titans that I defeated, my screen doesn't even get dark anymore. And with 100 Titans, look, the game is normal. But if I don't kill any Titans, my screen turns red and starts shaking as if I'm really scared of them. This system is really cool. He also adds a new APG outfit that is very nice. I'm even going to equip it so you can see. Look at this cool outfit. She matches perfectly with the transportation equipment. And if you get hungry in the mod, your screen turns all gray. Isn't that cool? But then after you eat any kind of food, this screen goes back to normal. It doesn't stay gray anymore. The Warhammer Titan also has a variant that, in my opinion, is one of the best transformations of this this mod. Why instead of using a hammer, he creates a sword. And the best part is that this Titan doesn't get stuck in a cocoon. He can run around the world wherever he wants. Unlike the Warhammer, which stays attached to the cocoon. If I press the number 9 key, instead of creating the hammer, look at what it will create, an overpowered sword. And the best part is that it works. Can I use the first skill to hit the ground with the sword? If I hold the second button, do I charge the sword and then hit it on the ground immediately, causing a lot of damage? He can step on the ground, he spins his sword around his body, and anyone who gets close will definitely take a lot of damage. Moreover, he can also use all the spike abilities. If I press the number 4, it can create spikes around its body. This one here is the bigger spike because it can also create tiny spikes that are almost invisible. But trust me, the damage from this is really high. It looks like I'm trying to use skill number 7, which is the cocoon, but if I try to activate it, nothing happens because he doesn't have a cocoon. That's really nice. And the best of all, without a doubt, is skill number 8 that creates a thorn so big and so big that it traps any Titan inside it. Even the Colossal Titan, which is that big. If I use this same ability on a smaller Titan like the Attack 1, it gets completely trapped inside it. And while he's stuck up there, he keeps taking damage non-stop. This version took the Warhammer Titan to another level, making it much stronger with a sword. When I transform into a Titan Shifter, if I press the K key, I can regenerate with this mod. The regeneration lasts for 10 seconds and completely restores my health. I practically lost my entire life, but using her ability, she recovered quickly. If you press the N key, you won't automatically transform. He adds a realistic transformation. You just bite your arm and then you really transform. You need to really bite your arm to be able to transform. Not to mention the level system, which at the moment I am at level 0. To level up, I just need to walk, kill Titans, run, attack, or even take damage. Even if I use our transportation equipment, I level up. And look what happens when your level goes up. You start getting more hearts. At level 1, I get 1 extra heart, and at level 2, I get 2 extra ones. At level 5, I get 5 more hearts, and at level 10, I have double the life. So far, level 10 is the highest in this mod, and we can have a total of 20 Minecraft clones. They also made the system bigger, and I can make my player bigger. I wonder if when I transform into a Titan, does the Titan also get bigger? Yeah, that doesn't affect the Titan. It stays the same size. Besides the family system, I can choose any of these families to transform into. Each one gives me specific abilities. The Akame family, for example, gives me speed, making me very agile. When I use the movement equipment, I get even faster. Now, Aram's family gives me extra hearts, and I have double life with them. This way, we can know exactly what attributes each family gives us. And without a doubt, the best part of the mod is the power of Eren Colossal. His transformation should blow up everything around. Look at the square he made. My toy destroys a lot of things. Look at the explosion he made when he transformed. The appearance of the Titan is amazing. It seems to be much stronger than a normal Colossal Titan. He has the first ability that creates a roar around his body and pushes everyone nearby away. This skill is so strong that it can even push a Colossal Titan, and just look at how big it is. His kick is so strong that it can break the whole wall with just one kick. Look at that, it's already made a hole, and he can also use the skill that makes flames around his body and sets fire to everything nearby. Eren's Colossal Titan is more dangerous than I imagined. If the mod is already like this now that it just launched, imagine in the updates.